My name is Dan Ibsen and I'm in Guinea, West Africa. Been there 22 years. Melody and I really struggled with the whole issue of family and missions. And initially we actually decided to apply for North American ministries because we just couldn't see how we could live and serve in a country where there weren't locally available education options and still serve. We wanted our children with us. And so we applied for North American ministries, but God kept at us and His Spirit kept convicting us and saying, you know, I have a place for you and your place is not here in Canada. So finally we came to the place where we said, okay, if we have to, we're willing to send our kids away to a boarding school. After our first term, one of the reasons why I would have gone back to Guinea is for our kids. I saw that they were getting an exposure and an experience that most kids in North America never get. Our kids were in a boarding school, but they had caring, loving adults caring for them. They thrived, all four of them. In fact, when our two youngest came along and their turn came to go to boarding school, they were only in grade 1 and grade 2, or grade 2. And we gave them the option. We had the option to have them homeschooled. We said, Mom, you can stay home with Mom and Dad, we can teach you here. They wanted to go. And all of our kids have really found that to be a positive influence in their lives. And grade 9 student, our son, wrote home one day and said, I had the opportunity to lead a Muslim man to Jesus in our EE outreach in town. What grade 9 student in North America gets that kind of opportunity? And another one of our kids was lying on his bed looking in his cupboard one day, just shortly after we had arrived in Guinea. And he had seen the other kids and seen what they didn't have. And he looked at the one suitcase of toys that we bought for him, brought along with us, in his cupboard. And he says, Mom and Dad, I've got too much stuff. I've got to go and give some of this away. And those kinds of experiences convinced us that raising your kids in Guinea in a cross-cultural environment is really good for them. And our kids, as you said, 2 of them are now in ministry in West Africa. And we just praise God for His faithfulness in keeping His promise, because He said, whoever has left father and mother for my sake in the gospel will receive many times over.